This one is from our favorite supporters in Dallas, Texas.
All right, saludos.
Saludos a Karina y Alex. So this is from Alex. Oh, this is a good one. And I know my mom's gonna have some shit to say.
Oh God.
What's one thing that didn't go right the day of your XB?
Todo.
The day of your 15.
Everything. Nothing went right. No one noticed.
But no one knows because we've never talked about this. But this is a really good topic to get into. The one thing that irritated my mom the most out of that whole night was the DJ.
We love the hall. We love the hall. We love the owner. We love the bartender. We love the staff.
Yeah.
We love the owner. She was so sweet. She worked with us. She just made our lives so much easier. The DJ, I think it was like, I didn't want the stuff that was on the screen. I gave them a bunch of content. Marlyn had like her save the date, a bunch of photo shoots.
Leading up to my 15, I had a bunch of photo shoots.
There was so much content.
Pictures.
So that's what I wanted. Just her. I didn't want, or the logo of the hall, which was like a horse and beautiful. The way we gave her truck was playing a video. Our detail guy, shout out to him. He recorded a video of the truck, and I was like, I'm a little paranoid and an overthinker. And I'll tell my husband, if they start playing it and it's not ready, if it slips or something, because we were giving him all this content, if you start the video with the truck, it'll be a dead giveaway. So it just started with the water, with the Fred Harmon Bridge. So that's how it started. And he did play it before. And I think that was the only thing. Like, he didn't listen. Adrian went to tell him, my husband went to tell him.
This was, y'all can't even see.
Maybe it's not even like a big deal to people.
This was the screen, if y'all can see it. That was the screen that was playing when I was doing my entrada, my walkout with my parents.
And it was literally just that. Like, he just didn't listen, because everybody, even the owner went to go tell him, he just didn't listen. The bartender loved him. Everybody got drunk. We provided all the alcohol, and he was not stingy. Like, he was pouring that. So good. Like I said, the owner was there, like, the whole night. She was so helpful. It was just that was like the only thing that I wish I could change, or just talk to him like up front, like, hey, which I did. We all did. We all told him like, hey, I don't want this. Didn't care. But nothing went as planned. Like, the banda got there late. Something broke. Igualados were supposed to play 3 hours. They ended up playing 2 because we were behind. That highly recommend. Igualados Jam.
Igualados get down. If you're looking for a grupo to play out your 15, wedding, party, anything.
We just had so much to squeeze.
I also cried, I don't know how many times that day. Yeah, I'm such an empath. I feel like I cry over the littlest things.
Oh, you did get your dream truck.
No, but even before that. Though I think the first time I cried that day was when I saw my cousin. My cousin came up to me and said hi. And we just looked at each other.
Who?
Yenny.
Oh.
And we just looked at each other. And we just like, cause that's like a moment that we've talked about since I was born, since I could talk.
Since Marlyn could talk, she has been yapping about her face.
About my 15, and then like the moment she got there, we just both locked eyes. She like ran up to me and hugged me, and we just both started crying. Like, I just couldn't, like, I couldn't contain it. It just, and this was before I got my blessing. Like, I was already crying. And then one of our good friends, they got me a money ramo. And when I saw them walk through the doors, Gracie and Abraham, when I saw them walk through the doors with that ramo and it was for me, I was like, and I started crying. Then the biggest one of them all, when I got my truck, I was ugly crying. Like,
I think it went viral everywhere. There was even memes about it, like on Twitter. I know it went viral.
And I don't even have Twitter.
Yeah, it went viral like on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, everywhere. It just blew up. And I think a lot of people were like, it's just a Ford. Like, she acts like she got like.
But y'all don't understand.
Okay, for starters, this wasn't just a Ford. It was her dream truck. Had she wanted a Corvette, I would have bought her a fucking Corvette. Had she wanted anything else, like, I don't think they realized that was like your dream.
Like, to the T.
To the T.
White, Ford F-150. It was of the year. Because my 15 was in 2024. It's a 2024. It was of the year. It had a sound system. It had a red interior. It's like a whole sentimental value.
And then you need to understand that the whole way up to the 15, we told her we weren't getting her the truck.
Oh yeah. A lot of people think I knew. When I tell y'all I am so gullible.
I would tell her that literally the day before we went to the hall, and I was like, girl, bye. Like, you're not getting a truck, you're getting.
And they would gaslight me so
I
bad.
feel like don't be ungrateful. Like, you're having this huge 15 igualados in
Yes.
banda. We got a venue, a rancho for the next day, the party, and she had musicos, and she had banda, and we had like a taco truck and menudo.
And like all of this, and anytime I'd be like, damn, like I want a truck for my 15.
She got like 3 quinceañera pictures, like huge quinceañera pictures, and like banners. Yeah. She had 2 15 dresses. She had like her outfit.
So yeah, anytime I would say I want a truck, they'd be like, you're so fucking ungrateful. Like, we're doing all of this for you, and you're still asking for a truck. So I was like,
and we already had it, mind you. We bought the truck. It got delivered. Shout out to McAllen Motorsports. It got delivered to our local Buc-ee's, and we had it parked at our friend's garage.
Yeah. So the money guns that were in the video of me getting my truck, baby, that was not planned at all. I was supposed to have those money guns in my surprise dance for my 15.
When Young Dolph.
When it was the Young Dolph Tribal. I was supposed to be on top of the prop with the money gun, but
somebody forgot to put
unfortunately, somebody forgot to put the guns. One of my chamelanes forgot to put the guns on the prop where I was supposed to grab it. So I kind of looked like a little dumbass.
Because
like,
she was just going like that.
I was supposed to have the money guns.
But we used them.
But yeah, they
was
didn't use
not
them.
planned.
They didn't use them for the surprise dance because they forgot and they didn't realize till after. So they just took the money guns with them and they used them when I got my truck. So yeah, that's a bunch of things that didn't go right on my day. But ultimately, that was probably the best day of my life. So
I don't know. When she gets married, we're doing like a week-long celebration.
Yeah. Y'all are not ready for my wedding. Because if y'all thought my 15
you don't even have a man.
But I know. Oh baby, if I don't get married by 40, I'm throwing myself a fucking wedding. I'm marrying myself because yeah.
The lashes you wear, please. I've been asking and never got answered. Sorry, Queen. It's because I buy lashes from everywhere. I have lashes from Amazon. I have a bunch of lashes from Shein. So I just be buying. So I don't even know what style or... So I don't know how to answer that. Marlyn has extensions. I do strip lashes.
Yes, I get my extensions done by Male Extensions, the best ever.
So I will be going to her soon. Just I feel like
I convinced her.
It's time. Yeah, it's time. But these are strip lashes, and I just like them to be very curled and wispy. Is that what you call it? Like
yeah,
like doll eye effect, I guess.
So yeah, that's the answer to that. Our fave, Asael.
Fave.
What was the moment your mom knew she could trust you? It's like more of a question for you.
Well, she would. I feel like when she was in 6th grade, she would try to be sneaky. She thought he was grown, and I would just catch her in everything. So I didn't feel like I could trust her because she was at that age where she thought she was grown. But when she reached 8th grade, mind you, 8th grade was a year that it was kind of similar to this year, to your junior year, because I feel like you grew a lot that year. Yeah, you did so many activities, like you were just on a roll.
I was more mature because I wasn't focused on.
You didn't have time.
Yeah, like I wasn't
doing
focused on
2-3 sports at a time.
Yeah, I would because. Hold on, before y'all shame me for not having a workout routine, let me tell y'all how my grind was in 8th grade. I would wake up probably 5 in the morning. Mind you, I was like 13.
Before school, it was.
Yeah, I was like 13 at this time. A 13-year-old was grinding this fucking hard. So I would wake up at 5 in the morning before school even started. And in 8th grade, I did not do my makeup. Girl, I did not have a makeup routine. The most I would do was curl my lashes or put mascara. That's it.
Sometimes blush.
Sometimes liquid blush, and that's it. So I would get up at 5 in the morning, leave the house 5 in the morning, go to practice for something. In the mornings, I usually had practice for
tennis, volleyball.
For volleyball or tennis. And
go to school the whole day.
And then after practice was over, I had school, so I would get changed, go to school for the whole day. After school, I would have
cheerleading,
cheer practice, soccer practice,
or theater.
Or theater. I was in theater too. And I wouldn't get home till
like 7 or 8
at night. And then I'd get home, I would not have time to even FaceTime my friends, play Fortnite.
She stayed away from all the drama and she was so productive.
Yeah.
I feel like she grew in this last year. I feel like she grew so much. Honestly, when you're going through something like that, like losing friends and people reveal like their true colors, that's growth. If it's painful, it means you're growing, which is always a good thing in the long run.
You're gonna wanna it's like you're gonna be in a slump, because I was in a slump.
So I tried to be I would see it, and I saw her like losing friends left and right, and so I tried to be a little bit more like understanding and just checking in on her. And she was asleep a lot. I know that it hit her hard, so I would just try to be a little bit easier on her, and I would talk to my husband and my son to just be nicer, extra nicer. Somebody asked what has been like the hardest thing that you've ever gone through, and it was this year too. My son's accident. He had an accident in the racer. He flipped on our street. Some dogs came up and he tried to swerve them. He ended up in the ditch. The racer was on top of him. He broke a bunch of bones. His injuries were not life-threatening. He didn't get surgery, but the accident itself could have been. Had my husband not gotten to him on time, he couldn't breathe when my husband got to him. It took like 3-4 people to lift him.
Had it have been on the next street.
Had he not gotten to him on time, had my husband not been outside, had the neighbors not had gotten home from work my husband said he was screaming, and everybody kind of ran out and started helping him lift it just enough. My son had ribs broken on both sides, punctured lung, he had a lacerated liver. His pelvic bone was broken. His neck, he had a fracture. So it was a lot, so he didn't need surgery for any of them, but he wasn't breathing. So had my husband taken a little bit longer, like he wouldn't be here. So that was on top of everything she was going on, that kind of added. But then again, it made you realize so many things, both of us.
That was rough. I mean, and when I said like, your junior year is gonna be your worst year, I'm not talking necessarily that's gonna happen to you, but that happened. Hopefully, God forbid.
I would not wish that on anybody.
I would not wish that on my worst enemy.
That was the worst moment of my life. Yeah. My entire life.
That didn't happen to me, but it happened to my brother, so I feel like that was probably the worst moment of my life too. And we didn't know that.
This was in March. So
when it happened, seeing my brother on the ground,
like he wasn't talking.
He was all he was doing was like he could barely open his eyes.
It's because his lung was punctured. His ribs.
Yeah, like seeing your brother like that is just.
And then my husband saw him under. Like I didn't. He called me once they had taken him out. He called me to go outside, and then the ambulance was on the way. But I didn't see that. My husband did. So it's still it's harder on him, I guess. It's more triggering. But even now, like when you heard the ambulance the other day.
Yeah, I feel like I have PTSD from hearing an ambulance now.
Yeah, it was really bad. So you add that on top of everything, I feel like it's a lot. But it's a blessing, and you're not supposed to question, just learn what God has.
We didn't even ask you a question.
What was the question?
When did your mom know she had your trust? Or like...
Oh yeah, so I knew that I could trust her, that we were there. Like I was her friend and she could trust me in 8th grade. In 8th grade, like I said, she did a lot of growing up. And when 8th grade was done, she was like on her last week of school. It was the last week.
Yeah, it was like my last week of 8th grade.
Of 8th grade. She was like, I haven't had my first kiss. I feel like such a loser. I'm just gonna kiss one of my friends at this point, and just to not go to high school without having my first kiss. All my friends had theirs, and it took. In my mind, I was like, "What is wrong with you?" But I didn't say that. I collected myself, and that's another advice for the moms watching this. I told her, I was like, "Okay, if that's what you choose, that's you. I can't tell you what to do. Like that's you. You're your own person. However." Why don't you ask around? Ask all your friends that haven't had their first kiss if they recommend you kissing like a friend just to not, or if it's important, do they remember, do they regret it? What are their thoughts? And ask grown-ups too. So she asked around and she came to the conclusion by herself. She's like, no, I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wait. Like, it's not worth it. Like, everybody said that is something you're always going to remember. You might not remember your second or your third, but you're always going to remember your first kiss. So we went from 8th grade to her being that upfront with me, coming to that conclusion by herself, to now that's like, have you had your first kiss? She still hasn't had her first kiss, and now it's a flex. Can you imagine, had you kissed somebody in 8th grade that was just a friend, and now it's her flex? Like, she loves it, and she's happy that she held off.
And I was like chopped in 8th grade, so I don't even think, I don't even think anyone wanted to kiss me, but I just wanted to get out of the way. But thank God I didn't, because I was not cute.
I don't think a lot of girls your age can say they haven't had their first.
But
again, self-respect, ladies. That's a big one.
Yep. We're gonna do one last question.
Okay. While you load, somebody asked if I pictured myself moving our family to another state like California and Arizona and Illinois and all. And no, Texas is home. If I was to move, it would be to Mexico. Not
For real?
Yeah. Like, I feel like Texas is home. My son loves the cold though. And Texas is so hot. We went to Colorado. He loved the snow. And he always talks about moving. So he might move when he's older. But Marlyn talks about Cali.
Oh yeah.
Who would you move?
There's opportunities in Houston, but there's so much more in Cali. Like,
I love Texas.
I'm gonna have houses everywhere. I will have houses. California, Texas. I'll have a couple in Texas. California, Dubai, Miami, New York, everywhere.
Did you like the cold or not really?
I'm anemic, so
low iron bitch. Not
low iron
meant for the cold.
For the low iron queens.
She was like a fly out there. Like,
yeah, it was bad. I don't know. I don't think I would.
Yeah, but he loves the cold.
Well, we kind of already went into this, but it says, what would you describe your high school years so far, and one thing that you're grateful for? So I'm assuming they're talking about my junior year that I just experienced this last year. It was horrible. I rated a...
No te lo recomiendo, pecas.
The beginning of the year wasn't that bad. I'm not gonna lie. The beginning of junior year, I had a little cute friend group. Everyone just fell off. It was horrible. Then the drama started. It was not cute. So my junior year was overall horrible. I lost all my friends. The only friend that I can actually say I had my whole junior year was Courtney.
We love Courtney.
And Kelvin. Courtney and Kelvin. But Kelvin was not around for the last part because he wanted to be fake and leave. But we love Kelvin. But yeah, it was mainly Courtney though. When I was like going through it, Courtney. And Courtney understood me a lot. So shout out Courtney, love you. But yeah, that's it. And it got so bad to the point where we did not even go to lunch. Like, me and Courtney did not go to lunch because every little bitch in that cafeteria wanted my head. It was so bad. Like, when I tell y'all I'm not even a problematic person.
I feel like maybe it's going to get taken out of context where it wasn't like it was messy and like they were doing this or like they didn't want to be her friends or that. No, it was just more. You need to understand that Marlyn, if something is rubs her the wrong way, you're done. You're done.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
She's not going to confront you. She is not going to tell you. No.
Well, maybe if you piss me off and you really want to know, you will get it out of me. I will confront you. But other than that, for the most part,
she would just stay away. She would just keep her distance. Just like very gracefully, get the fuck away from me type shit.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what happened. She just kind of stayed away from everybody. And my husband would be like, you just have no friends. You don't talk to much. And I was like, well, do you want her to tolerate this, this, and this, and this? No, exactly.
I know my worth. And I know that I am an amazing friend. If you ever do get to experience being my friend, you're that bitch. So, yeah.
I think that's mine. Because you're such a good friend. That's what you want in return.
And people aren't like that.
And
so,
then that's fine. That's them. Move around.
Yeah. I'm a very one chance and you're done type of person. So the moment you fuck up around me is the moment we are done. So you can see your way out. Thank you. And I will not take you back. That's another thing. Once you fuck up your one chance, there's no getting back. You're not having a conversation with me again. We are not going to be cool again. I don't believe in second chances. I'm so sorry. Do you believe in second chances?
honestly, you need to accept people for what they are and who they are, but place them where they belong. You can't change people. That's who they are. But it is complete. You have the power to put them very far the fuck away from you.
And that's where the fuck you're gonna stay. It's just, honestly, it's just staying woke. How woke you are, like, oh, you need to be woke your whole high school years. And it's like, I didn't tolerate any of the bullshit from anyone, so that was not for me. And I've always, you can ask anyone. Actually, you can ask, I was gonna say you can ask my mom. You can ask anyone who knows me. I've always said this too. I'd rather have no friends than have a bunch of fake ass friends who I know don't have my back for anything. I'd rather be alone. That's just how I am.
And she was.
And I was.
The last half of junior year, she was.
It was
bad.
bad.
I don't talk to nobody.
It was horrible. And I had a tennis recovery for that reason too.
Because she missed a lot.
I missed a lot.
Well, because of that, and like you modeled too.
Yeah. But majority of the time it was just, Mom come pick me up. I hate it here. And she understood that. So she would have my back and she would pick me up. But
mental health is real.
Yeah, it was really bad. I was in a slump. I remember the first semester of junior year, I would dress up. I would be late. Well, I was late every day. But I would actually put myself together. You know, I would do my makeup. I would do my hair. I would always have my hair down. It was always cute. And I would wear cute outfits. Oh, baby, that last semester of junior year,
she was Adam Sandler.
I was Adam Sandler. But a cute Adam Sandler. Sometimes. I never had my hair done. I would always just put it up in a bun or like something. My makeup, I would half-ass it. And I would always be in baggy clothes. I would always be in a hoodie or a pullover and some sweats or joggers.
Yeah, you could tell that it was affecting her.
It was really bad. And then summer started and I was reborn. So, yes. Junior year, definitely don't recommend it. One thing that I'm grateful for out of that junior year is how many friends I lost. I'm so
now it's you are because you see back and you grew a lot. And I think honestly, you stay true to yourself. You didn't lower your standards and accept like
So it was like
there was one friend that she had. We don't say names, but he would like. He would. Put, I don't want to.
He would.
Yeah, I don't want to say like he would put hands on her. Like maybe he was like playing, but Marlyn does not like being touched.
No, I hate.
She's about to be 17, has had her first kiss. She's not. If I lay down with her, she loves me. We were watching Princess and the Frog.
Oh yeah.
This week we were watching Princess and the Frog, and she likes me cuddling her, but like she does not like being touched, especially joking. Oh, she does not play that. No. So she done.
It was also the way he would act. No. So yeah, that was a big part though. I just no.
Oh yeah, and he would disrespect you like.
And he would disrespect me, and he was a liar. Like girl, like don't. And we were never dating or nothing. This was just a friend. But he would lie on my family's name. And it's like, you know how many people I bring around my family? Like it's not a lot. So if I do bring you around my family and you have that trust, why are you gonna go do that? So the other question I was supposed to answer: what is your dream man?
A Habibi, a tall, big-nosed Habibi.
Right. So
tall and big nose. That's a must.
It sounds really ugly, but it's not. I swear.
It is.
It's not. Honestly, he has to have the same values and morals that I do, if not better. And he has to have a good relationship with God.
That's the foundation.
That's the foundation. He has to have my back in almost everything. But if I am out of line, obviously, like, put me in my place. Like, because my parents, I have my parents for that, but when I move out, family oriented. He has to, like, love to spoil me, like, just love me unconditionally, not have eyes for anyone else. I feel like that's common sense. That's, like,
and I think another big one for Marlyn is that he cannot be like passed around or had all these girlfriends. And Marlyn's holding on to her first kiss or holding herself to a high standard. She wants somebody that's exclusive also.
Why would I settle for someone who doesn't care for that? Like, no. If I haven't had my first kiss, which I know is gonna be hard to find in this generation, but there is
Not
people out there.
impossible.
It's not impossible. So, my parents, what do y'all look for in a man for the queen?
Honestly, your dad, he has to be hardworking. For your dad, he has.
Oh,
to,
for me too. For me
he
too.
has to be.
That is such a
hardworking.
turn on. I'm so
I
sorry.
think a lot of people always ask, like, would you only let Marlyn date somebody with money? No. That is no. In the contrary, honestly, if I could pick, I would tell her to date somebody that doesn't have money, but has like fucking 5 jobs. Okay, 2. He gonna have money. My husband, when I met him, we didn't have nothing. He had an old beat up truck that would leave us stranded everywhere. And he was so hardworking. He started working when he was 12. He would work in the summers, on Christmas breaks, on Saturdays. And he had been working. Like, he started buying himself his own uniforms and shoes for school since he was 13. So I saw that. And even at my young age, I wasn't stupid. And he doesn't have, if he has money, it's not his money, it's his parents' money. So when he turns 18, shit's gonna hit the fan. And he has to be hardworking. He has to have a really good relationship with God, not necessarily religious, relationship with God, and like a good family. He has to know how important family is.
Applications will be in my bio.
You're so ugly. We're gonna stay out of it because I feel like we raised her good to where she can pick it herself, and she's pretty smart.
I've never had a boyfriend, but I am smart when it comes to me. I know how men think. Y'all are not slick.
She has like a little, her intuition. She's a little witch.
Yeah.
So I feel like I trust her to trust herself. I don't see you liking somebody and we hate them.
Yeah.
Because like you don't like losers.
No. We do not fuck with bums around here. So just know the day that I do pop out is the day that y'all lost me for real. Because I wouldn't post anyone on my social media until,
even when
like,
you post him, like you say you're not posting his face or.
Yeah, I probably won't. I'm not tagging him. I'll probably mention him after I post it, so y'all can't see his Instagram.
And honestly, the guys that Marlyn has talked to, that I've known, they don't post themselves. They have like no pictures. If they like, they have like social media, they don't.
No highlights, no profile pictures, no bio.
Nonchalant kings only.
Like, I'm talking user, like user 12345, user.
Yeah. That's her type.
That's my type. Matter of fact, if you have no social media at all, like,
Your dad doesn't have social media?
my dad, oh yeah, my dad is a very big, like, I look up to my dad, and I feel like I find, like, my future husband will have a lot of the same traits that my dad had, just because I grew up seeing my mom and my dad's relationship, and that's something that I've always looked up to. And that's another reason why I find, like, that's probably why it's been so hard for me to find a man, because my standards are crazy. I feel like my parents raised my standards, like, through the roof.
And that has always been the goal. Like I said, everything is intentional, from presents on Valentine's Day. She's never had a boyfriend. She's always had Valentine's Day gifts.
Oh yeah, I've never had a boyfriend, but I've always had a Valentine's Day.
Because her dad pops off. Like her quinceañera, like getting her truck, and just how she knows.
Yeah, I feel like that was a good way to answer that question.
And to end it.
Because
it is literally
1:18
in
the morning.
Well, that was a good way to wrap this up. We are going to try to be more consistent because we're starting. But thank you guys so much for watching, and subscribe. I know. Share, like, share, comment. If y'all don't know, subscribe is, my brother used to have a little fake YouTube account, and he would just film videos. Yeah. Like he was a YouTuber when he was little.
Yeah, and he'd be like, he'd end them off. Okay, bye guys. Subscribe, like, comment.
He was 4.
So that's how we're gonna end off our videos.
Subscribe.
So yeah, bye guys. We will catch y'all in the next one.